Okay, so Sandy's here to help me tour you guys through some things. This is the house I'm eventually looking to move into. This is our kitchen. We left all the old paneling up there because, well, it's really good. Nothing behind or whatever. And everything else. We have a nice big pantry in here, which we're still working on. We got to get a new ceiling up there. But other than that, the shelving unit stays. We raised the cabinets here in the kitchen to mount the microwave where the stove and cabinets will be. We have a large cabinet here, which we're probably going to put the refrigerator next to that one. We were going to put it here, but because you see the water for the ice maker, but when you come in, you see the big side of the refrigerator, so we're probably going to keep it on that side over there. We're going to be putting a new floor down. We're already starting to get our paint in. The color we're choosing for the kitchen and the little hallway or dining room area is going to be a green, so we're going to go from the brown of the trees into the green of the leaves, so that's the concept there. Plus there was already a green counter here. We added our tile backsplash and a little green accent up there. All right, we then come in. We have a nice large entranceway which goes into a 3-season room. All right, we'll get back into that side later, but this is our small entryway. There's a little bench that goes there. You can see the outline of it still there. All right, we come in here. I like the green color. Not a lot of people would. It's a little bold, but I like it. We're going to have that counter or the butcher block mounted to the wall here, so it'll actually fold flat and then fold back up to make a small little eating area where we'll have 2 little benches so that we have some eating, because you can tell there's not a lot of room for tables here. As we go into this room, there wasn't really floral wallpaper on there, so we oil-based painted that because you need to do oil-based, otherwise it'll tend to bubble with non-oil based paint. So this will be kind of, there's a nice little fireplace behind our bathroom door there, and yes, it is a bathroom door. We plan on putting opaque stickers and or opaque overlays in the glass panel so the light will flow through, but nothing else will, because our bathroom wall used to end right about where that floor mark ends, so we extended it out about 1 foot. You can see where we extended out to give us some more room in the bathroom. All right, but this little small area will eventually be green up in there, so that'll give us nice bold colors here. You can see we have some of it here. I want to get an idea of what it is, minus the blue tape lines. This area up here was just cabinets hiding the ductwork and everything else they have up there. So I've actually installed a motion sensor, so the lights inside there will come on, and I'll have to make panels to go over the entranceways there. So when you enter the room, a small light will come in, because that's where the light switch is, but you can enter from that side, you can enter from this side, you can enter from there. So because you'd have to cross the room to get to the light, we put a sensor in there. This is where we gained room in the bathroom. Why? Because that was the toilet and that was your knees hitting the wall when the wall was at that level. So we brought it out a little bit to give us a little more room here. All right, we have our planking that'll make up our walls, and that's our shower base, and we'll be adding the shower in there eventually. We have the enclosure out here. All right, this is one of our finished rooms, so we have the flooring already in place. We have the walls painted. All right, we go to a light gray to a darker gray, and I like the blue ceiling because to me this is a bedroom. I want that nighttime kind of look on the ceiling. All right, and then we go into a small closet in the back, all right, which is relatively nice to give us a little bit of storage. We'll have a cabinet back there. I already got that pre-planned out, and the bed should be laid out across the room. So we need to finish off a little things in here, but nothing major. We come back into our, I don't know if it was ever a dining room or not, but to me it's more of a hallway now. All right, there will be a cabinet, a curio cabinet here. And of course, Sandy's got her little toys. There will be a little cabinet here that'll be a little, kind of like a bar kind of fixture. Really nice fireplace. I love the detail on the mantle. All right, they added this room on last, which is gonna be a living room. All right, and it's a big one, and Sandy's already made herself comfortable with fluff. But this will be our living room. You can tell it's quite spacious. All right, it also has our second furnace in it because we do have 2 of them in here. We have some storage cabinets or storage closet. But this will be a nice big living room because it overlooks, once I open this up, our nice little fire pit out there, which ought to be great. All right, that should give me a little roof. This fencing here is for Sandy to keep her in, so when the weather's nicer, I could open up the screen door. She'll be able to get out there and enjoy herself. and I don't have to be home all the time to watch her, because I do have a thing for the patio door to let her out. So we come back in here. Like I said, we got the colors pretty well chosen. We need a little bit more painting done. You'll see we can go into our kitchen. We can then enter the living room here, or what used to be a smaller living room. And this one I don't like either, because I have to cross the whole room to get into the living room. So this is what I don't know what to do with. I have a little nook there. We took out a shorter wall that was there to give us a little more room, because it wasn't necessary. It used to hide radiator pipes and some electrical wiring, and we took all that out and don't need it. We have a very nice little fireplace. We have my old bullhorns. I think I got those when I got out of college somehow at a garage sale or something. We have a little spot there that's a shelving unit. That's going to be a nice little display area for some of my Jack Daniels collection. That's our cabinet that goes in the other room. And we have the back end of the fireplace. Now, our problem in here, this is kind of a beige purple. It's kind of beige over there. A little more purple on that side. And then I have a whole bank of windows that overlooks the 3-season room. All right, and that little bench there has to stay, because that is still hiding some of our water pipe and electricity. So my question that I need to post for people and see if you have any answers, I have a door there, I have a door there, so I have entranceways coming twice. I have one bedroom here, the other bedroom's here, and we're gonna eliminate part of that step, the third piece there, as we laid a concrete floor and lower that a little bit from what they had. But my question is, there's no really good traffic line. Everything's a traffic line. We have a door here, door there, door there. And I don't know what to do with this room, whether to make it kind of a living room with a sofa or something, so you sit in front of the fireplace, relax, or what to do with the room, or to make it a giant hallway right now. And what color to do. I still have some of the wood, but I don't think this room needs to be that green. I'm trying to want to tie in and kind of make the fireplace the focal point. So I don't know what color to do the walls. So that would be helpful if anybody's got a suggestion on what color to do the walls. That would be great. And I still got to figure out what to do, whether I paint the rocks here or leave the rocks here. That's a long-term decision. That's something that can be decided later on. We then go from this living room, I guess, to what I'm going to use, or at least I'm planning on using, as the master bedroom. All right, we have the same light gray, dark gray, blue ceiling effect. I know a lot of people are going to like the blue ceiling, but like I said, I like it. I have it right now in my bedroom, and I like at night, it kind of makes me feel like I'm at night and sleeping. So this will hold a bed, maybe a little dresser, but not a whole lot more. And there is a little triangle closet here that's not very big. So I don't know if I should keep that until we got to finish painting in there, but that's kind of small. I'm going to keep it, but what I use it for, I'm not positive, because it's not big enough for a closet, and this room's not really big enough. If you do a king or a queen size bed, that's going to fill up most of the room. So I don't know if I'm going to do that in here or not. So I still have to figure that out. So what I want to do is next door here, like I said, we go up a few steps, so we go down. This was raised up by 2x6s, and it'd come up higher. You can see where the height was on the other side there, where the wall is. But when I did that, I lost a lot of ceiling, plus this was at one point a barn, I guess. So there was a pit here that allowed, that was deep enough that I was able to get into. We filled it up with a lot of scrap and any broken concrete we have. There is the plumbing for the bathroom. That's a toilet there, which I'm a little worried is a little close to the wall, but it's solid concrete there, and I don't want to risk breaking the pipe, so I'm thinking about keeping that there. My shower will be over here, and it will come 5 feet off in this area, but I haven't quite figured out, do I put the sink after the shower, or do I put it against this wall here? So we have to make sure we have room to run the pipes, because we're coming to the level that the edge of the concrete bunker, whatever trough is here, and that big concrete wall, which you can see, we've already added a new piece of concrete. We're going to start adding pieces across. It didn't come out as smooth as I'd hoped, so I may have to do a little bit with that, but by the time we get to concrete, as long as it's primarily level, we put a nice coating on it. Oh, and my automatic light just went off. But we put a nice coating on top of their membrane on there to cushion the tiles or the wood planking we're putting on. Then we wood plank over it. We should have a nice floor. So like I said, we come into our entranceway. Our last piece, we kind of blocked it off with tape over there. So we come in here. We're using our 3-season room as our workforce. That's our wood flooring, that's our flooring for our kitchen. It'll be a lighter color, so it'll go light to a darker to the green. Now I enter in here. Now I have a lot of things like this where the light comes on automatically. There's a sensor in the ceiling. Why? Because if you come in here, your light switch is on the other end of the furnace. But that's where we have our hot water heater. We have our US water systems, hydrogen peroxide system. So hydrogen peroxide from that tank goes into the water flow here. It gets filtered out through this filter, then goes to the next one, which is a water softener, which we have the water softener unit there. Then it goes into our hot water and eventually over to our distribution panel, which we have the kitchen already pre-wired in. All right, we have our well tank here. We have room for a washer and a dryer, and we have our vent and our leads for a washer and dryer. And then we have all the electrical panels up there still working. All right, haven't quite figured out what we're gonna do there, but we're gonna put some type of counters or something over the water tank and kind of hide that, but it still make it accessible. The metal racks may work. It's a laundry room rack. And then eventually said there will be a wall here extended out all the way over there. Right now we just cover it with plastic since we're working with concrete on the other side. We don't want the dust. And this is our secondary furnace here. So the house was built in phases. This was phase one. They added on, added on, added on. And that's why everything's up levels, down levels, and everything else. But that's what we're headed for. That's our main entrance. And of course from there when you come in, I'm gonna have some chairs put up so you can't see directly into my living room or whatever it is, but that's the room. I can use a little help on color choices, guys. All right, we got a nice little reddish brick fireplace. So do I try to complement that, accent that, or what colors do I put in there other than the bright green I have in my kitchen and little hallway area? So if you have any suggestions, let me know. All right, and that's my tour of the house today.